Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Senior Talking Walks, our guitar series. I am Bill. Well, hopefully you've seen the first part of this series, which was the G chord. We featured the G chord, one of the most, matter of fact, the most popular guitar chord there is. It's the G chord. Well, hopefully you like that. Hopefully you like the way that I did that, made it very, very simple, short, and to the point. Well, guess what? Continuing on to number 2, this is the second one. This is all about the C chord. It's known as the second most used and most popular chord in the guitar. It is used in thousands and thousands of songs. In fact, it's called the heart of 1,000 songs. It's also called, they call it the gateway chord. It's the transition chord between C and G and A minor and F. It's kind of right there in the middle that starts so many songs, and it's kind of your anchor chord. It's the C chord. You will use it. Hopefully you've seen it in a lot of my other videos. I know you have, because it's been featured in just about, well, every video that I've ever done on this channel. It's called the C chord. It's very, very important. Make sure you learn this chord. Okay, so let's get started. Number 1, as you've heard me say over and over and over, make sure your fingernails are trimmed. I just trimmed mine a second ago. Sometimes I forget to do the right hand. That's okay. It doesn't really matter all that much, but the left hand is what's really important. Make sure when we're learning these chords, you try to keep that thumb underneath your neck. You've heard me talk about this, so you can get your arm up around like this. You can pivot your wrist up like this, so you're going straight down on the strings. If you don't, you can see by my hand, if you don't, you're going to get a lot of this. You're going to get that deadening sound, but when you come up like this and go straight down, when you play this chord, you want to make sure that you make every note sound out. This is one of those chords that you go from 5 to 1, string 5 to 1. Don't hit number 6, because it's not in tune with that. It's in the E major feeder pattern, if you will. It starts with the 5th down, okay? C, 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 C. Why does the sun go on shining? It's just the start of so many songs. C. Make sure you keep that thumb underneath there. Now also make sure the guitar feels comfortable for you. There's a reason for this little indentation here, because it's to fit on your leg and keep it up tight. If you start to slump, it moves your hand positions. Keep the guitar vertical straight up and down. Keep your arm over, and make sure on an acoustic guitar that you strike and you strum right here where all the sound is. Try not to do this. A lot of people do that. You've probably seen me do that on some of my videos. I've actually done that. And you know, if you're on an electric guitar, sometimes that doesn't matter, because you got a pickup here, and you got one here, and you got one here. Okay? But on the acoustic, you're gonna get a whole different sound up here, just like you would way down here. Some people like that on acoustic guitars, because you could do, you could do a real strong sound. Listen to the difference when we start from here and we go towards the center. Here we go. Wow. And then listen to this. It's real hollow, and you can hear the pick hitting the neck like this. So the nice thing when you're here in the center, it's just your pick's not hitting anything. If you strum too far down, you're hitting the pick guard. So you got to be a little careful of that. You'll notice I do all these things, so some of you probably will notice that. Well, Bill, you do that. Well, yeah, it's true, because we always do it. But just try to work on that, okay? So C chord. C chord is, once again, like so many others, like most everything, is on the first 3 frets. That's what we're going to be working on the first 3 frets. Remember, when we talk about string number 1, it's always the little one. It's always the little E. This is the bass E. It's always the little E. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we always will talk that way. Then when we're talking about frets, we're talking the 1st fret, the 2nd fret, the 3rd fret, the 4th fret, the 5th fret, okay? When I'm talking about my fingers, yeah, I'm talking about these. And you've probably heard me, I say stringer. Stringer is a combination of a string and a finger. So that's what happens when you get older. You have your own, we have our own vocabulary, right? Okay. So C chord, C chord, C, 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 C. See how we do this. 1st fret, 1st finger. Right there, right there. 1st fret, 1st fret, 2nd string. Right there. You can see me do it. Watch the chart right over here. Watch the bar chart here. Right there, 2nd string, 1st fret. 2nd finger, move up to the 4th string, 2nd fret. Right there. So we got the first one, string 1, string 4, and string 5 is the 3rd finger sliding over to the 3rd fret. Here's string 5. Sound them out. 5, 4, 3, which you don't even have a finger on. That's okay. You're in tune. You're not even pushing a string down on number 3. Number 2 and number 1. There we go. Sound them all out. Just keep going backwards, forwards, backwards and forwards. Just keep doing that. You hear how I even deaden out sometimes? I got fat fingers. C, 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 C. Okay? You got that? You got that? C is the anchor chord. It's the anchor for everything that we do. Watch how you can transition from C to go anywhere you want without moving your hand too much. Watch this. From C, my thumb's going to stay right where it is. C to A. From C to A to G to D to E to A minor. Every chord that we're talking about, we have heard before, and you have heard before, that has been in every song that I've done on this channel, especially with episode 1 of this series on the chords, on the G chord, G chord. This is the C. It's C, C. It's very, very easy. Once again, 1st finger, 2nd string, 1st fret. Sound it out. You got that, got that, got that, got that, got that. 2nd finger, 4th string, 2nd fret, right there. 3rd finger, 5th string, 3rd fret. Now sound them all out except for the E. You're going from 5 to 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then strum it. Single strum. If ever you hear this, you know what you're doing. You're either one or two things. You're not pushing your strings down hard enough, or you've got your wrist not up this way. You've got it down this way. Bring it up, and you can feel your fingers were only pushed down on the strings that you want them to. You're not touching other strings. So just practice that. Where you should be pushing the string down is as close to the nail as you can, right there on the end. If you don't, you're going to get into the fatty part, which is going to push your hand down this way. Come way up like this and push right down. Now, I know we've talked about this before. Sometimes, I can see, I don't know if you can see, the little indentions in my hand here. Okay, that's just from playing today. But since I've been playing for a while, I've got little calluses on the end of my finger. Back in the old day when they used to do blood tests and they would poke your finger. I remember the only time I ever passed out in a doctor's office, or almost passed out, was when they were doing blood tests like that. And they kept trying to stick the needle in right there, but nothing was happening. So they just kept doing it. And I was watching and I go, uh-oh, this is not feeling good. It wasn't the sight of blood or anything because there wasn't any blood. It was just the mere fact that they just kept doing it. So from that point on, I go, nope, you want blood from me, you're going to have to take out of my arm where you can get some. Because right in this hand, in my left hand especially, they're just calluses that are built up on the end. And you'll get like that too. And then it makes it a lot easier to push because you're not feeling any of that uncomfortableness. But if you do, it's very, very normal. Work through that pain. Just keep it. And you'll notice the next day, it may still hurt a little bit, but by the next day after that, you've gotten through that. It doesn't take long at all to build up those calluses, okay? C chord, C chord. C chord, as I mentioned earlier, is one of the easiest transitional chord. And I'm going to do a whole video on transitions with other chords because I want you to do that. But right now, since episode 1 was G, I'm going to give you a refresher on G, and then we're going to transition from C to G. C, C, C. G, if you remember from episode 1, it's on the 3rd fret, okay, except for one string, which is the bass. So your 3rd finger is going to be on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, right here, right there, okay? Your 2nd finger goes all the way to the bass. So you're opposite. You've got number 6 and you got number 1, okay? Now your 1st string, you want to come over here to the 2nd fret, 5th string. So you're getting that bass. So you can use these 2 bass notes. In the old days, they used to teach us when we did G, you wouldn't use this bass, and this finger would come up a little this way, and you would deaden out the 2nd one on the 5th string, because if you didn't, that's what it would sound like. That's what that A string sounds like. So you'd kind of deaden it out, and you still get a good G chord. But nowadays, what the popular way to do a G is to put your same thing like that, first string, 6th string, you bring your 1st finger over here to the 5th string, 2nd fret. There you're getting that bass. Now you can hit all 6 strings on the G chord. What a pretty chord. Today's show is about the C chord. So we learned C already, right? C, C, C. So let's practice transitioning from C to G. C, let's do 3 strokes at a time. C, 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 G. 3 strokes back to C. G, 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 C. All right? One at a time. Let's sound each one of them out. This is C, 5 through 1. Go to G. How about that? It's almost like you're practicing singing. Da 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 da. G, 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 C. So now let's practice. Let's keep up this transition. We're going to do 5 strums, single strums, C to G. C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To G, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Back to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back to G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. I'm hearing you. That sounds great. You guys are doing a great job. It's sounding good. So C, 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 G. Let's do it. Let's speed it up a little bit. Let's speed it up on the single strums. 1, 2, 3. This is C. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go to G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You've done it. You've done it. Just keep practicing that. Make every one count. Every note count. Just keep working at that. G. G. C, G, C, G, C. Remember, I always kind of default to that Skeeter Davis into the World song because it starts with, it goes from C to G. Why does the sun keep on shining? Love that song. C, G. You can kind of throw some words in there with you every once in a while. You want to get that transition down. Da 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 da. C, 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 G, G. All right, now just for fun, let's go to that strumming. If you watched my strumming video, what was the one I liked the most? The choo-choo train. The choo-choo train. It's where you do boom, 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 up and down, boom, boom. I'm hitting the fifth string. Boom. Now I'm going to go to G. I hit the bass. I'm hitting number 6. Boom, 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 boom. Going back to C. Boom, boom, boom. Going to G. Boom, boom, boom. Just a little fancy there to get back to C. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. C chord, transitioning into G. Now, the next video, we're either going to do A or D, and you're going to see how those transitions from C to G to A, maybe, or C to G to D, or maybe C to G to F. All right? And eventually we're going to start, as I've told you before, I always tease these bar chords, these 6-string bar chords. I'm going to show you more how we can do that because that just gives you that much more sound. Okay? Here's the G regular. And here's the G. Here's the G bar chord. Wow. Wow, wow. Look at that. It just sounds so much better. Still, it works. It works. So that's what counts. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep practicing. Keep going through that, pushing those fingers straight down, okay? Make sure everyone sounds. The more you get everyone to sound, it's like unconsciously your hand will go into those areas, okay? It'll go into there and it'll go up right where it needs to go. Your ear hears that, and then your brain takes over to where you'll move your hand in the right direction, okay? You'll just automatically do that. C, 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 G, G, G. See how cool that is? All right. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And thank you for your comments. I love those comments. I read everyone that I can. I try to respond to everyone that I can. Let me know what's helping you in your progression on the guitar. Anything I can do to help you. You want to learn a particular song, remember about every other video, in addition to the learning of the chords, I'm going to do a song. So you'll see my channel is full of individual different songs. Most of those have come from you. Most of those have come from your comments of, hey, Bill, how about this one? Hey, Bill, how about that one? So I try to do those as much as I can. So remember, whether or not you're 55, 50, or younger, or even older like me, I always say, keep it going. Keep your heart going. Keep your activity going, okay? Keep that brain alive. Keep walking. Keep talking. Because we're not getting older. We're just getting better. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Love you guys.